everybody. So we're doing another review. I forgot to talk about. Sinners. I got to see Sinners on Tuesday, and I loved it. I love this movie. I love this movie. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not. I wasn't really sure. I do like Ryan Coogler's films, like most of his films. Just a few I've seen. I thought they're pretty good, or at least amazing. um, but the trailers didn't really fully sell me on it. I thought they were good, but the little parts I seen didn't really get my full attention. But then again, I also kind of avoided the trailers because I don't know, a vampire movie. I wanted to be a little bit surprised. I love me some vampires. So when this film mostly blind, not really knowing that much about it, and I think that was for the better, because there very much is a mystery in this film. What's going to happen? I almost want to call this movie like kind of like a Dusk Till Dawn style film, and it's nothing like that. Nothing at all. There is some similarities, but I'm talking about like how they just the movie is mostly played straight throughout for like the first hour. There, besides like the opening where it kind of hints at certain things of what's going to happen. There's no real hints of anything supernatural or vampires popping up. There's no real nothing of that until we see like the main vampire just fall to the sky burning. It's like, okay, I almost forgot this was the vampire film. But no. So the film it takes place in 1932. We follow I can't think his name right now. It's on the screen. Michael B. Jordan's characters. He plays twin brothers, Stack and Smoke, who served in World War One. And I really do love the effects they do when they show his characters at the same time. Because, he's Michael B. Jordan, he doesn't have a twin sibling, so it's all him. And I kept looking. See, I could spot the differences. Like, oh, did they use a different actor there? Is he wearing prosthetic? Or did they change his face? Did they just kind of like do this and that? I'm trying to think of all the different techniques because it looks very, very seamless when both characters are in the same space at the same time. It just bravo. One thing I would say that I wish the characters felt a little different. I'm not saying he did a bad job playing the brothers. It's just the brothers felt a little bit too similar. They didn't really have much uniqueness to their personalities that made them feel like two different people. So yeah, they're coming back. They spend some time in Chicago working for some unsavory characters. Got some money from those unsavory characters and are back in their hometown. They want to open up this juke spot, this little bar for the community. And that's basically what happens throughout the first hour of the film. It is them buying their spot from a very clannish member, and they're just reuniting with old friends, and it's very nice. I really do like this. I love the cinematography in this. I love the costumes. I love the set designs. I'm pretty sure I said this a couple times, but I love period pieces, especially period pieces that really commit to the bit. It feels like you've been brought back to this older, almost simpler time, and I love it. I love it when a movie can just transport me away from the current era. And also for the first act of the film, there's this I think there was like this one tracking shot where we follow this character. She leaves from this counter, walks up out to the store, goes into the other store. She sees her mother. Her mother follows her back to the other store to confront one of Michael B. Jordan's characters. It's a nothing like really dramatic happens, but I love one takes, and I'm watching the one take like I'm trying to guess like where's the cut? Is there a cut? Is there a cut? I don't see a cut. I love trying to figure that kind of stuff out. But yeah, in terms of the first act, I really enjoyed it. I love the time period aspect. I love all the different characters that we get to meet. When I guess you say the third main character, who is actually technically the main character of the film, is I think his name was Sammy. I can't remember now. Actually, I have the name right here. Let's see. Yeah, Sammy, Preacher Boy Moreau, played by Miles Keaton, which I think this is one of his first film roles. I know he hasn't done a lot of things, and I really liked him. I liked energy he brought to the film because he's playing a very kind of a meek character. You know, he wants to be a big blues player, and his daddy, his preacher daddy, he doesn't really appreciate that type of music. I'm not sure why I did that voice. I didn't really like that type of music, and you know, he's not really. He kind of not really comfortable in his skin. So when he gets to meet Michael B. Jordan's characters, which are his cousins, you see him opening up, getting to meet these different types of musicians, learning from them, you know, building up his confidence. I really love that. I really love that. I like seeing him come out of his shell. There's his love triangle, but there's just different romances with Mary Seinfeld's character for one of the brothers, and when the other brother he has an ex-wife he reunites with who's into hoodoo, and you know just these different things. It was just going out through one almost magical day of reuniting with friends and family. There's a very almost very real hominess to it. And also, I do want to talk about the music. The music. There's a big focus on music in this film, especially blues. And so someone doesn't know that much about the blues. I thought it was really neat. I liked kind of delving into some of those histories. But can we talk about the vampires for a second? So the vampires, the film almost takes a complete change because we're having this awesome day of people reuniting, trying to make this thing come together, and then all of a sudden we got this Irish man falling from the sky, burning, and this Native American tribe hunting him down. It was so funny. Like, wait, what the? Oh, that's right. There's the vampires. There's supposed to be vampires here. Yeah, but the second half of the movie is them at the bar. Everything's going great, and all of a sudden, the three white folks show up. They're like, we're not really sure we can trust you. You might, can you just please go? We don't want you here. Oh, we're sorry. We're sorry about that. Well, we'll go. I'm on our way. And they just sit creepily in the parking lot. And I do want to talk about the vampires because I really want to talk about the vampires. I love how they show the vampires in here. I love the glowing eyes, because there's this how they do the glowing eyes in this movie is very. It's a very uniqueness to it. It's very it's a glow to their eyes, but it's not big bright glowing. They don't turn to these unnatural colors except for one. It's like there's this weird light, like their soul or something piercing through their eyelids, and I love the effect that they do for it. Um, the vampire, or at least one vampire, can fly, but they never fully show it, and I love how they cut it off every time he's about to do it. And the main vampire himself, he is a blast. He is Rimmerlich, an Irish immigrant, and I love him. He just seems like a very well-rounded, respectful individual who probably has no malice in his heart whatsoever. And but I do like how when he bites people and they become a vampire and they bite people, they sort of have a hive mind, and he gets all their memories. They get all his memories, and when they bite somebody, all their thoughts and memories are exchanged. And there is something different about these types of vampires, because when you are made a vampire, they don't. When you come back as a vampire, you don't really seem evil. Me, as you're very sadistic, but they seem to be more or less running on like endorphins and oxytocin, and like all those. I'm a bad chemistry, but like all those pleasure centers in your brain are like heightened. They just seem like be in a constant state of high. Oh, like they're just drunk on power. Like all the chemicals in their brains are just going wild because they're just corpses walking about. And it's true because these vampires don't really seem to heal. Once you get bitten, that doesn't close up. They get shot or burned, that those don't close up. They just seem to be always be what they are. Except for Rimrick, because I guess he's older and stronger. They don't really explain much about him. And I like a lot of it is kept in mystery. I really don't want to spoil this movie. I'm sorry, this is why I should have written notes. That's why I really should have written notes. But yeah, like the whole them trying to get in when the vampire outbreak starts is crazy. They're just having a small little Irish jig in the woods because hey, they have all his memories now. They know his dances, his culture, and then he knows their culture. They start mixing their musics together in a very fun but also creepy way, because there is a kind of ideas about music in film, like cultural appropriation, and I think they talk about it in a unique way. Depending on your thoughts and feelings on that. I don't want to go into that because I'm going to probably piss somebody off. But I think they talk about it in an interesting way. Rimerick being an Irish immigrant, and the Irish weren't treated well when they came to America in the beginning. And Rimerick's thoughts and ideas, because Rimerick, he doesn't. They think he's a part of the clans. He's like, oh no, I can't stand these people. I have two clans people over here. I bit them, and now their whole personality changed. Now they're like me. I just had a fun time. I really wanted to watch this movie again, just to get every little detail right in my brain. I feel like I should watch it one more time before doing a video on this, because it was just a ride. It was a ride. It wasn't like when I was watching it wasn't like when I watched Until Dawn, where I was criticizing every bit of it. No, Sinners, I'm just along for the journey, and it was just a fun, emotional ride all the way through. And I really do want to talk once again. Really want to highly mention the cinematography. Cinematography is fan freaking tastic. I love the look of this film. I love how they capture that hot, nasty sun and the beautiful blackness and shades of dark when we get to the nighttime scenes. Woo! Then we get to the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie where the sun is coming up. You get these beautiful shots, and again the music. There's a lots of amazing um, Southern Gothic music in here. And there's this one scene where I don't think I should fully explain what's happening. It just there's this idea that they kind of go in the movie that some music, or at least the singer, has this power, this music that can transcend time, transcend cultures. And when he is singing, he is playing, we start to see different artists from different time periods slowly work their way in through the camera and through the music. So you get people from the 80s start popping in, just singing along. The camera kind of pulls back and we see a DJ artist, and then we see people from these other, I guess, ancient African tribes joining in. And it was a very, at first I thought, like, really, this seems kind of stupid, but then when it started going on, and I just got sucked into it, sucked into to the to the the look of the film, the cinematography, then sucked into the idea of it, and it was very, it's kind of a beautiful thing, and especially when the modern music started mixing with the blues and the rap and everything. It was a fantastic scene. Like when I first started, I was like, yeah, this guy, I get what you're going for. I don't really like it. Then it's like, wait, well, no. I should have said something. It was good. That was a banger. Um, then there's the action. The action was really good too. There's not a lot of action scenes. There's no real action in the first hour. There's like little gunfights, but that's about it. When we get to the actual brawl with the vampires, it was awesome. It was so cool. There's another fight near the end. I don't want to say who it is about though. Yeah, I think I really need to dig into this film some more before dig into this again and do another video down the line if I ever actually have the time and to do it. But yeah, Sinners was a fantastic trip. That's the best way I want to describe it. This was a trip. This was a true gothic, like a southern gothic film that we haven't got in a long time. The vampires are creepy but cool. Michael B. Jordan is fantastic. Even though I think his Iko played the other each brother a little bit more differently. I liked all the characters. Everyone was fun, memorable, but also felt real and down to earth. I met some people who are kind of like this in the movie, and it was able to connect to the film at least to some degree. Sinners though, yeah, Sinners. Sinners. It was a great film. This was a great film. I can see why Ryan Coogler was really passionate about this. This was a fantastic piece, and I really, really hope he does more movies like this because I really love. He did the first two Creed movies, right? I really love Creed. Those were great. I think the Black Panther movies are good. They're just not that. I don't know. There's something about them that's, at least the first one. I thought there's always something about them that, or I like them, but I don't fully love them. This though, I'm in love with this film. I cannot wait to watch it a second, third, fourth, fifth time. Ryan Coogler, if you for some reason ever watch this video, which I doubt you ever will, please explore more horror options because this was and that's all I really have to say, because I want, for people who watch this and don't know, haven't seen the movie, I want you going in blind as possible. This was a great film. And I'm going to log out because I don't know how to end videos. I really should have written a script for this. Okay, bye everyone. See you all later. Bye bye.